All right, good evening, everyone. We are going to go ahead and actually get started. We're going to go ahead and call this meeting to order. And 1.2 Pledge of Allegiance, if I can have Ms. Akinyami, if she can lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance, please. Awesome, thank you so much. Moving on to 1.3, approval of the agenda. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Thank you. It's been moved by Ms. Medina, second by Mr. Santos. Vote, please. Mr. Wyatt, Dr. Wyatt?
Aye.
Thank you. Ms. Akinyemi?
Aye.
Mr. Delgado?
Aye.
And Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Thank you. A motion carries. Moving on to 2.0, special presentations and recognitions. 2.1, resolution in recognition of All About the Children Day. And if I can go ahead and ask Ms. Mary Ellen Grande if she can read that for us.
Whereas Dr. Margaret Benham Hill was born on December 17, 1940 in Virginia, and began her distinguished educational career in 1971 as a teacher at San Bernardino High School, later serving as vice principal and principal, including 16 years at San Andreas High School before retiring from SBCUSD. And whereas following retirement, Dr. Hill continued her service as an assistant superintendent with the San Bernardino County Superintendent of Schools until 2012, and authored 2 books, It's All About the Children, and From Sharecropping to Non-Stopping. And whereas in December 2011, Dr. Hill became a San Bernardino City Unified School District Board member, where she remained until 2021. And whereas she dedicated her life to community service through numerous organizations, including Kiwanis of Greater San Bernardino, Time for Change Foundation, and the San Bernardino Black Culture Foundation, among many others. And whereas Dr. Hill received countless honors recognizing her leadership and lifelong commitment to education and equity. And in 2019, the district named its remodeled boardroom the Dr. Margaret Hill Community Room. Whereas Dr. Hill passed away on December 19, 2021, leaving behind a legacy of compassion, service, and advocacy for all children. She will be forever missed by her family, colleagues, and the countless lives she touched. Now, therefore, be it resolved, the Board of Education of the San Bernardino City Unified School District hereby proclaims Saturday, January 17, 2026, as All About the Children Day in honor of Dr. Margaret Hill and remembrance of her many contributions to the children in our community.
So moved.
Second. Moved by Ms. Alexander Grande and second, Mrs. Alexander, and second by Ms. Medina. Vote, please. Dr. Wyatt?
Aye, thank you.
Ms. Akinyemi? Aye. Mr. Delgado?
Aye.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Thank you. Motion carries. 2.1, resolution in recognition of Martin Luther King Jr. And if I can have Mr. Santos, if you can read that for us, please.
Whereas Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was the leading civil rights advocate of his time, spearheading the civil rights movement in the United States during the 1950s and 1960s, earning worldwide recognition as an eloquent spokesperson for equity and nonviolence. And whereas during his acceptance speech for the 1964 Nobel Peace Prize, Dr. King said, "I have the audacity to believe that the peoples everywhere can have 3 meals a day for their bodies, education, and culture for their minds, and dignity, equality, and freedom for their spirits." And whereas Dr. King paid the ultimate price when he was assassinated on April 4th, 1968, and was posthumously awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom and Congressional Gold Medal. And whereas to remember Dr. King's life, work, dream, a national holiday was first observed on January 20th, 1986, and was later declared to be officially observed annually on the third Monday in January. And whereas on this national holiday honoring Dr. King, throughout the year we celebrate his memory by performing acts of kindness through service to others. Therefore, be it resolved, the Board of Education of the San Bernardino City Unified School District does hereby recognize Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day on January 19th, 2026, and encourages students, staff, community members, and all Americans to live out his teachings as we continue to work for the day when the dignity and humanity of every person is respected.
So moved. Second.
Moved by Ms. Medina, second by Mrs. Alexander. Vote please. Dr. Wyatt?
Aye.
Ms. Akinyemi? Mr. Delgado?
Aye.
Mr. Jones? Thank you. Motion carries. 3.0 public comments. 3.1 received public comments. This is the only time we will have an opportunity to address the board on items not on the agenda and within their subject matter jurisdiction, such as district policies, procedures, programs, services, or fiscal matters. The board must operate under the Brown Act open meeting regulations, which prevents boards from commenting on items not on the agenda to ensure transparency and public participation in government decision-making. The reason is simple. The board wants to make sure that anyone who has an opinion on an item knows via our posted agenda when we will be discussing it as a board. During public comments, the board can ask clarifying questions, but cannot discuss, answer questions, or ask questions on a topic that is not agendized. We are certainly happy that you are here to let us know your concerns. Please know that we're listening to your voices and your input is valued. If a follow-up is required on your comment, a staff member will reach out to you. Please make sure your email or phone number is provided on your comment form so that they may contact you. Public comments are limited to 5 minutes per person. 6 or more people who wish to speak on a topic will be provided no more than 30 minutes total. Speakers are cautioned that under California law, no person is immune from liability for making intentionally false or defamatory comments regarding any person simply because these comments are made at a public meeting. So first up, we would like to up first we have Mr. William Bashirs. I always forget that. Mr. William Bashirs, welcome. And then we do have a couple other folks. I don't know if you want to come up, but each of you has 5 minutes each. So Mr. Molly Tor, Ms. Molly Tor, Denise Hernandez, and Ronald Alvarado. Welcome. No, we can't.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Hello. Last April 15th, you remember the school came up and we had a concern about having a full-time art teacher considering we were a VAPA magnet. You guys promptly jumped on top of it and found us one of the best art teachers we could possibly have, Mr. Okamoto. Since then, our kids have been working hard doing art that we can only dream of. He is an exceptional teacher, and we wanted to come back just to update you and say thank you. So we have some letters. Oh, here are my two models. We have some notes from the kids and from the staff. We have some letters from some family. And we really want to tell you how grateful we are, because without having a VAPA art teacher, there is no art program. Him, along with Mr. Londo, our music teacher, make Salinas a very special place to learn. We also want to extend our gratitude to VAPA and working with local administration, and to Miss Sadlier being his mentor teacher. She's basically the only person who can do the job, because she's the one that had the job before him. And all the people behind the scenes that found the money to make it happen. So we just wanted to come in and just let you know everything's happening. It's going wonderfully, and we're very grateful. If anybody else wants to speak, they could come up.
Hello, good afternoon. Thank you so much for giving us back the art teacher. It was one of the reasons that we picked Millennial Salinas to go, because of the art program. And when they did not have an art teacher, it was very heartbreaking, not just for me as a mother, but also for my daughter. She really, really, really missed that art. And it was almost a year that she missed out on. And we made up for it. Mr. O is a great teacher. He's willing to go in there and teach the kids with lots of patience. He goes from coloring to sketching to even singing. Don't tell him I told you, but there is a video out there of him singing. It was just wonderful to have him. Thank you guys so much.
Hello, everybody. Ron Donis Alvarado. And again, I just want to thank everybody here. When we came last time, it was a lot of parents. We were a lot anxious about our children's education, about the lack of art. Many of us had chosen Manuel Salinas specifically for the art. When we came here, we didn't know what to expect. Some board members thought we were here for a misunderstanding, which was not the case. We were excited to see that Mr. O is on board, that our children are getting that much needed art education. I myself went to school when Manuel Salinas was a principal there. Now as an adult, going back to there, my daughter went during COVID, completely understood the scaling back of stuff. Now that we've gone past that, it's great to see, and hopefully we can get moving back to where, when I was a kid, the school was there at that level. Again, thank you. I also want to add, with your guys' support and this teacher being here, the parents actually got together and created a PTO at the school. We feel empowered, being able to see that we can come and speak to you guys and that you guys take action. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And I'm not sure I captured your name, but I do have one more. So it was a Molly and a Denise. So I don't know if either one was here. What was your name? Gloria. Okay. Denise?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if you want to speak. There's a form for you.
Yes. Just thank you all very much. Like so many other parents, I did choose, the school because of the magnet program. And it's just amazing. It's just everyone there, the staff, the families, our students are amazing. Just so glad that they have this back and they're not missing out on this great opportunity. What else? Just thank you so very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much for coming out. Was that all of them?
We all had to speak. I also am a school teacher, and the long-term and short-term impact without certain parts that enrich the kids, that's the part where I think it counts the most, and we appreciate your quick and diligent impact on our school and our kids. Thank you.
Thank you. We appreciate you coming and sharing with us. Mr. Tillman?
I just wanted to thank you all for coming out. The students, what grade are they in? And the other one? Thank you for coming out, and thank you for coming at us with the problem. That's our role. In the end, if we can solve the problem, that's what we try to do. We solve a lot of problems, but I really appreciate you coming back and letting us know that the problem was solved. That is a big deal. And it's a big deal that you guys came down to tell us the problem, and so it all worked out. So thank you very much.
Especially if I may add, because sometimes we just hear the problems and we know that there was a solution because we follow up, but it's nice to know from the people that came sharing about the problem. So thank you.
Yeah. Hey, quit stealing stuff.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Next up, we have Mr. Mark Lawrence.
Good evening. Well, I'd say the district itself, not a lot of flaws, just needs a little shining up. I am here about two different things. The first thing, I did find a flaw in the hiring process. It's been around a while, but it's something that could be easily fixed. So in the hiring process, on the classified side, there are 4 types of applicants. You got your people that have served in the military. They get bonus points when it comes to their applications. You got your internal hires. They also get bonus points. You get the completely outside hires. You know, they start at the bare floor, but then you also have the substitutes. The substitutes get nothing as well. Even the substitutes that have been here for years, the ones that are even applying for a job, they've been working as a substitute for years. They get no bonus, no merit for that. They call it a merit-based system, but they're not giving them any for the hard work that they do. I myself am a sub, and I go around the district quite a lot. I've literally been to every single district site we have, including some that don't exist anymore. So I've met other subs in the same predicament where they've tried applying, but other people get bonus points and get bumped over them, and they get ignored. It's not a fun place because we're losing some of these people. They know our district in and out, so they're actually the quickest, easiest, and some of the best people we can just drop right into these positions. They don't need orientations. They've already passed their background checks, so they can be dropped right into place, get going right away. And we're losing some of them. Wow, that didn't take that long. Okay, well, the other subject, not as important, but a minor flaw. The Packin building, beautiful. But there's an odd bit with the parking. I'm not talking about the unfinished corner. Everybody knows about that. But we do have some EV charging spots in the front, but they can be confusing for some people because they're also painted blue right next to the handicap spots. so there are some people that will use. There is actually one spot designated an accessible charging spot, but on the ground it does say EV charging only. But we do have a couple of, well, I don't know if frequent flyers, we'll call them, that use those spots. Not in an EV, not even in a plug-in hybrid, just parking there for hours. And we do have several employees, well, actually quite a few employees now in the district, especially even in IT, probably about 10 that drive EVs now. And well, when someone's in the spot, you can't exactly charge. And some of us will use our personal vehicles to drive because some of us don't get to claim mileage anymore. So we'll do that. We'll be able to plug in. At least it's a convenience charge. Go around to various sites. And by the time we're done, we get back to the Packin building, and we end up with more mileage than we started with, which is nice. But yeah, a really easy solution to that would be to repaint the lines green instead of blue, and then take the wheelchair off of the sign on the accessible spot, but let it at least say it's an accessible spot. That will probably fix the confusion with that. But yeah, that's really all I've got. It's district. We're running pretty smooth. We're a nice diamond. Just needs a little buffing. But yeah, that's why I was here K to 12. My kids are here. My parents are here. My grandparents were here. So yeah, not leaving. And it's a great place. We're always improving, always growing. Oh yeah, we're growing. But yeah, just a nice couple little things we could probably fix pretty easily. All right, everybody, you have yourselves a good night.
Thank you so much. And I do believe we have a question, Mr. Tillman.
Sure.
You mentioned that if you use your personal car to go to different sites to do work, you don't get mileage?
As a substitute, yes. Yeah, that was told to me a few months ago.
That doesn't make sense. If you're working in the district, you
It's-
use your own car to do work in the district.
Yeah, because there are some positions that do require you going site to site, and as a substitute, it can't exactly check out a car. So kind of need to.
Doing work in the district and you're subbing for those duties, you got to be able to do it. So I'm sure,
Yeah.
Mr. Comnick, you're looking to the mileage part. I'm sure we can do that.
Mhm.
Now you mentioned doing work as a sub.
Uh-huh.
So, but you do acquire the experience in years, right? So when you apply to personnel commission, they'll give you credit for having.
Not as a sub. They don't. Not as a sub. They don't give you credit for being a sub in the district.
I'm saying when you fill out your application though,
Oh yeah.
and you say you're a tech, you can
Mhm.
say you worked 3 years as a tech, right?
Well, 20 something as a tech, but 6 for the district now, as a sub.
But they don't give you credit for that.
Nope. Yeah, that's a glaring flaw right there.
I'll talk to the person. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much. We have one more, Ms. Aviles Grande.
Excuse me?
We have one more question.
Well, thank you for all your years as a sub, and I just have a couple of questions. Thank you.
Sure.
I think you did say how long you've been a sub. Are you interested in full-time at this time, or you're not able to?
Yeah. Well, I had applied 20 plus years ago just to kind of see what the hiring process was like, and okay, so every few years I kept interest, but the kids were little, so I didn't go to full time yet. And then now that my kids are old enough, like they're both, one's about to go into middle school, one's in high school now. Okay, yeah, I don't need to be so flexible. I can go full time. And yeah, still.
So you're a family first kind of guy, huh?
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right, good. That's good. I just wondered, and just a couple of more things. It's how would you like to see it improve? What is it you feel is unfair when it comes to your position? And I understand your.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, wait.
I'm so sorry. I'm just gonna interrupt. We're not allowed to have discussions. So
okay.
if you just have any clarifying questions
Okay.
for him that he has already mentioned on,
Uh-huh.
but we're not gonna go back and forth in conversation.
All right. Well, that's it then.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah.
Send me a text so I can reply back to you. Or like, since I'm a sub, I do have the district
Email.
That's just my name.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
coming out. We appreciate it.
All right. Thank you.
All right, we're gonna go, and I believe that's all of our comments. We're gonna go ahead and move on to 4.0 closed session, 4.1 closed session public comments. Do we have any?
No, we don't.
Okay, 4.2 closed session, and we will adjourn at this time. Thank you. All right, we're gonna go ahead and return from closed session. 5.0 actions reported from closed session. 5.1 file number 12-324. Can I get a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Ms. Medina, second by Mr. Tillman. Vote, please. Dr. White's not back yet, right? Okay, that's okay. Dr. Wyatt?
Aye.
Motion carries. 5.2, expulsion of students.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Tillman motioned, Ms. Medina second. Vote, please, Dr. Wyatt.
Aye.
Motion carried. Be it resolved, the Board of Education accepts and adopts the recommendation and findings of hearing panel based on a review of the panel's findings of facts and recommendations, and orders the expulsion of the following students within the identification numbers as listed below, in accordance with board rules and regulations and in compliance with Ed Code Section 48900. 5.3, petition to expunge, rescind, sealing of records, or modify youth court or expulsion.
Moved.
Second.
Moved by Ms. Medina, second by Mr. Santos. Vote, please. Dr. Wyatt?
Aye.
Thank you.
Ms. Rosales Medina?
Motion carries. Be it resolved, the Board of Education authorizes the expulsion and or youth court modification, expungement, or rescinding of the following students with the ID numbers as indicated below to schools of the San Bernardino City Unified School District in accordance with board rules and regulations and in compliance with Ed Code Section 48900. 5.4, other closed session action. There is none. 6.0, student board members. 6.1, reports and comments. We'll go ahead and start with Ms. Akinyemi.
Hello, everyone. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today, I just wanted to talk about my time as a student board member and how much I've grown since I've started. As a student board member, I got to experience the ways things are made and approved at board meetings. I got to become more engaged with my peers and our school districts. By being a student board member, I got to make quite a lot of remarkable connections and achievements. Being a student board member has opened my eyes to many of the different aspects of our school districts, how decisions are made and have to be made public so that the public will be informed about our decisions. And I cannot wait to learn more. Again, I am very grateful for this opportunity and excited to learn and see more. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Delgado?
Good afternoon and happy holidays for a happy new year. I'm glad to be here today to speak about some of the experiences that I've learned from being a student board member. During the time I have been given the privilege to develop my leadership as a person, I have learned many important lessons, such as the importance of networking and respect. Being from San Bernardino and growing up here for my whole life feels like I've been so closed off to other places such as LA. The concept of other places being just as real as where I'm at now, I never realized it. So when us student board members had the trip to Sacramento, I had networked with other people, such as student board members from all around California. With learning about other people's experiences and issues, I gained a mass amount of sonder, because it's good to learn that other people are also living complex lives each day that passes just as yourself. Thank you for the opportunity to speak.
Thank you. Mr. Jones?
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you guys for allowing me to speak tonight. Happy New Year to everyone, and late Merry Christmas to everybody. Hope everyone had a great break as we're going back into next week and second semester starting. And I hope this is a well semester for all of us. You know, I'm in my senior year, so I'm about to graduate and go on to many different things in life. I just kind of want to give a little small reflection and also express what I plan for the future for myself as being here for the next 6 months that I have. You know, when I first got in, it wasn't really something that I didn't know too much about. I knew a little bit of it, but not a lot, and I was able to learn a lot. I was able to go to a baseball game in the beginning and throw the first pitch at a game. That's something you don't see a lot of students doing. So that was something I was able to do to represent for a lot of students. And as I stated in the past, while I was there, there was a kid who came up to me and actually talked to me and asked me, how did I do it? And he was very interested on how I was doing it because he saw I was someone who was older than him, but not too much older than him. So that was something that sits with me very well. And since I've been in this position, I have a huge passion for working with the youth and being more involved with the younger students. And as I've been speaking with Dr. Rodriguez recently, I'm trying my best to be more involved with the elementary and the middle school students to give them more of a voice and make them feel more heard. As you know, we do a lot for the high school students and we do a lot for them, but I want them to know that even me as a high school student, I'm listening to what they have to say and I'm here to represent them. Another thing that I like to talk about is the Mr. and Miss Cardinal pageant. That was something that was very new to me. I never heard of it before, so being able to experience that with all of you guys went well for me. And another thing I was able to do was go to Urbita Elementary School and have a family fun day with them. That was something that was cool. A lot of people from the community came by and was able to experience new things. And Carlos and I and Aiden also were all able to experience new things and meet new people. As the other student board members stated, we've been able to meet a lot of new people throughout this time. And I've been able to meet a few mayors, city council members. I'm working with the city of Highland currently to do a few things that they like for me to do, and they're currently trying to do their best to work with me. So that's something I've also been able to do. Assembly member James Ramos' team has reached out to me recently about getting me involved with them because they would like for me to do a few events with them. So like I said, this has been very well for me, and I hope that I can keep experiencing a lot of good things and keep being there and do a lot. I try my best to put as many hours as I can into this, even outside of the board meetings, and do a lot for the students nearby and actually be a representation for people who are like me and people who are younger than me and for the future. So thank you all.
Well, thank you. Thank you for sharing that. We definitely see all the hard work and long hours that you all put in. So, you know, we're just so very fortunate to have all of you. And so thank you for everything that you do. 7.0 action items, 7.1 personnel report.
As presented.
So moved.
Second.
Was that Mrs. Alexander? Ms. Medina, yeah. Mr. Tillman motion, Mrs. Alexander second. Vote please, Dr. Wyatt.
Aye.
Thank you. And Ms. Akinyemi?
Aye.
Mr. Delgado?
Aye.
And then Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Thank you. Motion carries. Be it resolved, the Board of Education approves personnel report number 12 dated January 6, 2026 as presented. 7.2 2026 San Bernardino County School Boards Association election. The official electronic ballot for the 2026 SBC-SBA election has been received and must be submitted on or before January 23rd, 2026. The board as a whole may vote for one candidate per seat for SBCSBA, executive committee positions, and area directors. All positions are for a 2-year term and will assume their duties effective February 1st. Date of board action is required within the electronic submission. The following individuals are candidates for each seat. The ballot also contains a provision for write-in candidates. Their name and district or county office must be provided if applicable. So if I don't have any suggestions, do I have a motion?
Madam President, this is Dr. Wyatt. I will motion to accept the nominations and vote for them all.
Second.
Awesome. So Dr. Wyatt motion and then Mr. Tillman second. Vote please, Dr. Wyatt.
Aye.
Ms. Akinyemi?
Aye.
Mr. Delgado?
Aye.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Mr. Santos?
Motion carries. Be it resolved, the Board of Education casts its vote for the incumbents for all positions as listed. 7.3, consideration and approval of the amendment to employment contract, Assistant Superintendent Educational Services. Do I have a motion?
So move.
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none. Let's vote. Dr. Wyatt?
Aye.
Thank you. Ms. Akinyemi?
Aye.
Mr. Delgado?
Aye.
And Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Thank you.
Mr. Santos?
Aye.
Thank you. Motion carries. Be resolved, the Board of Education approves the amendment of the employment contract Assistant Superintendent Educational Services. 7.4, consideration and approval of the amendment to employment contract Assistant Superintendent Student Services. Do I have a motion?
Move.
Second.
Moved by Mr. Tillman, second by Mrs. Alexander. Discussion? Okay, let's vote. Dr. Wyatt?
Aye.
Ms. Akinyemi?
Aye.
Mr. Delgado?
Aye.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Mr. Santos, did you get a pop-up? No?
Aye.
Thank you. No, I don't think it's showing up on your screen, huh? Yeah. Motion carries. Be it resolved, the Board of Education approves the amendment to employment contract Assistant Superintendent Educational Services. I'm sorry, Student Services. I apologize. 7.5, consideration and approval of the amendment to employment contract Associate Superintendent Business Facilities and Operations. Can I get a motion?
Move.
Sorry, I got Mr. Santos to move and then
Second.
Mr. Tillman, second. Discussion? Vote. Dr. Wyatt?
Aye.
Ms. Akinyemi?
Aye.
Mr. Delgado?
Aye.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Mr. Santos?
Aye.
I do you last because I'm hopeful that it'll appear on your screen. Motion carries. Be it resolved, the Board of Education approves the amendment to the employment contract, Associate Superintendent, Business Facilities and Operations. 8.0 consent items. 8.1 approval of consent list. The following items are grouped as a consent list for receipt and approval as one vote.
Moved.
Are there any items to be pulled? I see Mrs. Alexander, you have the light on.
Yes, Madam President, I'd like to pull 8.3.
All right, we're pulling 8.3. All right, so we'll vote on the remaining. Dr. Wyatt?
Aye.
Mr. Santos? Thank you. Ms. Akinyemi?
Aye.
Mr. Delgado?
Aye.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
So the item number was 8.3 to be pulled. Sorry. Motion carries. So now we will go ahead and do 8.3. And do I have a motion for that?
Discussion.
So move.
So we move, yeah. So moved by Dr. Wyatt, second by Mr. Tillman. And then we do have discussion. Mrs. Alexander, is your light still? Okay. Go ahead.
I just wanted to get clarification because it says various school sites. Do we know what school sites will be updated in terms of the replacement of the drinking fountains?
Mrs. Alexander, I don't have that list, but I will make sure it's in the Friday update.
Thank you. And just the further clarification, just connecting the dots. So when we say replacement of drinking fountains, are we replacing pipes or just the actual drinking fountain?
Fixtures.
I'm sorry.
The fixtures.
Okay, thank you.
Ms. Medina?
We have in several school sites where they can fill up their water bottles. Is that what you're referring to, or is this something different?
Yeah, that's what that's my understanding, Ms. Medina, but I'll actually add that into the Friday update as well.
Yeah, 'cause I know several school sites have those.
Yes.
And I'm wondering if this is just to close the gap of the schools that do not have it. If you can clarify for us, that would be wonderful. Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you. And is there any further discussion? Anybody else? All right, so vote please, Dr. Wyatt.
Aye.
Mr. Santos? Ms. Akinyemi?
Aye.
Mr. Delgado? And Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Awesome, thank you. Okay, motion carries. 9.0 reports and comments by union organizations. 9.1 San Bernardino Teachers Association.
No report. No report.
9.2 California School Employees Association.
No report.
9.3 Communications Workers of America.
No report.
9.4 San Bernardino School Police Officers Association.
And no report.
Thank you. 10.0 mandated policy revision. 10.1 approval of board policy 5131231.2 bullying. Revisions in the red are mandatory and the language has been reviewed and approved by the California Department of Education for the purpose of clearing the federal program monitoring review findings. Do I have a motion?
Moved.
Mr. Tillman moved. Mr. Santos second. Any discussion? All right, let's vote. Dr. Wyatt?
Aye.
Mr. Santos? Ms. Akinyemi? Mr. Delgado?
Aye.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Thank you.
Mrs. Alexander?
Does I have it? Can I get a verbal? Mrs. Alexander? or I'm sorry, I was looking at Miss Aviles. Do you? Okay, perfect. Awesome, motion carries. 11.0 reports and comments. 11.1 board members. Do I have any volunteers? Anybody that's, thank you. Ms. Aviles Grande?
Is the end of night comments? The end?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
okay. Thank you. Wow, that went by super fast. I'm really excited to be back. I'm happy. I had a wonderful rest. I say that I slept all day today, but it was great. I'm looking forward to this next year, and I'm glad to see we have some new blood here. It'd be great. And some our young board members really like to get to know you better this year and work alongside you. I'm excited about that. And especially our HR lady, I just adore her. And enough about me. Anyway, thank you all, and we'll see you again very soon.
Thank you so much. And anybody else that would like to go next? Thank you. Ms. Alexander.
Happy New Year, everybody. I would like to first say great job to the student board members. Your reports were excellent and just refreshing. Just you sharing your experiences means a lot to us. So keep up the great work. You're amazing, and just cannot wait to see just what's going to happen the rest of this year for you. So thank you for being on the board. We really appreciate you. I had a question. I know that we just voted on the drinking fountains, but I have received some inquiries, and I think it's just an opportunity space for us where there's been questions related to just the improvements that we're making. We're doing a lot of good things to our schools. We've modified them, we've updated them, but there have been questions related to other schools that have not received the same updates. And just wondering if maybe we should just provide that update to the community as to what we're doing in terms of our prioritization related to the exterior. Also, a question was raised today related to piping. So that's why I asked the question related to the drinking fountains. That's one thing, but are we making any updates to our plumbing and the schools that have not received those updates or modifications? And and then also the baseball fields. That was another question that came up as well. So that's it. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that. Anybody else? I see that Ms. Medina's writing. Are you, Mr. Santos, would you be?
Happy New Year, everyone, and looking forward to a great year for us. That's it. I'm glad to be here.
We're glad to have you. Mr. Tillman, no comment. Dr. Wyatt?
Thank you, Madam President. I'll take some of Mr. Santos's time then.
No,
Just kidding.
that's not allowed. I'm just kidding.
No, just a lot to be thankful for. And, you know, we had some outstanding organizations really being quite generous over the holiday season. And so I just want to give thanks to the Highland Boxing Club, ThinkWise Credit Union, and of course, our own Atlas program, who celebrated many of our students and families over the holidays, and just great job to them and all the folks over at the Elks Lodge as well. So just want to say thank you to everyone. Definitely a happy new year. We are in the second half of the year, and I always say it's go time. This is the challenging half of the year, so I'm super excited about it. I know we're going to finish SB strong, so have a great year, everybody. Thank you.
Oh, you didn't even finish your own time. I thought you were going to take Mr. Santos's time. No, thank you. Ms. Medina?
Just a happy new year, and really excited for the start of a good fresh start. But honestly, we've been doing so great. I mean, I think all the things that we've been doing, I'm just really grateful to be here, part of this. Thank you.
All right, and just my turn really quickly. Again, I am also super excited to be back. If you can't tell, I'm in a great mood tonight. Maybe it's because I just came from a 2-week break. Unfortunately, we're not as lucky as San Bernardino. I returned today to work, and I know that we here have a whole another week, which I was really jealous about. But It is what it is. No, but really happy to be back and looking forward to the year. And, you know, I really, again, appreciate you all. Welcome, Chief, our Interim Chief Arias. Good to have you here. And that's pretty much it. Looking forward to the year. Mr. Arellano.
Thank you very much. Start off by just saying Happy New Year to everyone. But I want to begin by just once again showing my gratitude to the folks that are here to support our board meetings every Tuesday, school police, our translators. I know we had one of our colleagues from maintenance and operations that was here. So just want to say thank you. Thank you to our communications team who prepares the board meeting. So just continue to be very grateful for all the support that all of you provide us. A shout out to our student board members. You make us proud. You make this district shine. Thank you for your leadership. Thank you for your willingness to continue to grow. And remember, when people ask you, are you from San Bernardino? Our answer now is, you're darn right we're from San Bernardino, right? Right? Okay, that's the answer. All right, very good. And I also just want to begin by thanking the members of the Board of Education. Thank you for supporting my recommendation to extend the contracts of our assistant superintendents. I have to say, this is a fabulous team. I really appreciate the work that they've done. You know, it's been beginning of 3 years now, the third year together. And I have to say, this team has worked hard to gel, to meet the goals, to be positive. We are a great team. So thank you very much for that extension today. And to my assistant superintendents, it's an honor and a pleasure to work with you. And it's going to be another great year, another great finish to the school year. I'm honored to be by your side. So thank you for that, board. So I too want to give some just some kudos out there. Let me begin by commending not only Tasha and her team in HR, but SBTA President Barbara Paschek-Cox and their negotiations chair, Michael Peterson, on arriving on a tentative agreement. I really appreciate how hard both teams worked professionally. I want to thank SBTA for their patience. I know they gave us that grace to learn more a little bit about the budget and have us attend CSBA conference. So I just want to say, as superintendent, I'm very grateful to both teams for their professionalism, and we're looking forward to their ratification vote and ratifying that TA here as a board coming in February. So good work, everybody. Really appreciate your work on that. Want to thank the City of San Bernardino and Mayor Helen Tran for giving us the opportunity on one of the nights to be the folks in charge of Miracle on Court Street on December 18th. And special thanks to Dr. Beatriz Gonzalez, the family engagement team, Dr. Rodriguez, for their work on that day to create a spectacular day for our students here in the district. It was an honor to be there next to Mr. and Mrs. Santa, but it just brought me great joy to have us bring community together in an evening to provide gifts for our kids, hot cocoa, ice skating. It was just a wonderful experience. I felt like it was a little mini version of New York City. And so I just want to thank the city for giving us that opportunity, and Dr. Rodriguez, your family engagement team, for putting together a wonderful event. And I want to give a shout out to the Goodfellas Car Club. You know, they always have their lowriders out there, and they come in full force to support our events, not only such as these, but the parades. So shout out to the Goodfellas. They're always there with us. So next slide. Had the opportunity to be the district cheerleader once again and share all the proud things that we are accomplishing. As Board Member Medina was mentioning, I was invited to speak at the Inland Empire Live, so I want to thank Dave Brady for the opportunity to go on Channel 3 and share all the great things that our teachers, our support staff, our principals, our students, our board, everything that we're doing together to not only elevate the city, but elevate our school district. So I believe this runs in January, thanks to Maria Garcia, who put it all together, that opportunity. It was actually a great event because Judy White was there also, who I consider a great mentor. She followed me. She was interviewed afterwards. She did not allow me to stick around. She said I make her nervous, so I had to leave. So I didn't get to see Judy's interview, but looking forward to that being shown, and I'll share it with the board once it comes out. But want to thank Inland Empire Live for the opportunity. Next slide. And as Dr. Wyatt mentioned, I had to keep my promise to Elizabeth Cruz, Liz Cruz, who was one of our former physical education PE teachers at the elementary. She had asked me to come and to the Atlas holiday party at the Elks Club. And I tell you, Vicki Lee and Angela Kiedis and Elizabeth and Ron Burt, they put on a great event for our students who are foster or unhoused. What a beautiful event where the kids could come together, have a nice lunch with families, with guardians, to get gifts, to just celebrate community up at the Elks Club. It was a beautiful day, so it was a nice sunny day up on the Elks Club looking over, and the kids were just amazed. So I gathered all the kids together on the dance floor, and I asked them to yell out, if somebody asks you, you're from San Bernardino, what's your answer? And they yelled out, you're darn right. So anyway, thank you to the Atlas department and in particular Liz Cruz for putting together. It was just a heartwarming event, and I want to thank Mayor Tran for coming and attending. City Councilman Mario Flores showed up. Dr. Wyatt, I know, showed up. Thank you. And of course, my beautiful day for the day was for my wife, and she got teary-eyed too to see the love that was going on in that room. So thank you to everyone that was involved in that. Next slide. And of course, we had a beautiful ceremony. David, I want to thank you and your department for just putting together a class act, Bon Voyage, for Chief Paulino. I've had the opportunity to speak to him since the event, and he was very humbled by everyone's presence, their words, and then the gifts that were given to him really meant a lot to him. So thank you, David, and thank you to the board for being supportive and being there. It meant a lot to Chief, and we're going to miss him. We continue to be thankful for everything that he's done, but he has set a good legacy, and we are ready to move on and carry on his legacy, hopefully with a new chief moving forward. So where we are in the process, everybody, as I had mentioned, we were going to begin with first round interviews. Those occurred last week. I want to thank all of the members of either our union leader partners, community members, faith-based organized, from our faith-based community. We had business owners, parents on the 2 panels. We interviewed, we were able to select 3 candidates that will now move forward into second round interviews. Second round interviews then will be done by myself, cabinet, and retired Sheriff Chief Rod Torres. Those happen next week. And our goal is from those 3 candidates, hopefully we can pick a finalist. Then my next step would then to be to schedule a third round interview with that individual. I'll be inviting President Ceballos to be a part of it. I'll be asking President Ceballos to perhaps select one more member of the board to be there with us, because I know how important it is to the board to make sure that we find a chief that is going to rally around the philosophy and the expectations that you've had not only in the past, but also moving forward. So we'll set that date after next week's interviews, and our hope is to have a candidate for board approval for you in February. As you know, with police, the reference check, it goes deeper than just what we do in HR. So there will be some significant steps in terms of background, reference checks, post requirements that we have to get to before we can actually have someone begin. But I wanted you to know that we're well down the process. We're following the steps that we had taken. Myself and Cabinet, we will be reviewing all the feedback. I've already reviewed it, Cabinet hasn't, but I've reviewed all the feedback that we got from the communities and from the Thought Exchange. And I have to tell you, when you look at those general statements, it really matches the philosophy of the board. People really appreciate what you guys have put together over the years in terms of school policing, expectations, catching kids being good instead of catching kids being bad. That philosophy is still permeating through our community, so it's good to see that our community supports where we've been with that, and we're going to move forward. So that's the update on seeking our replacement. So next slide, I have to show this handsome devil here, Sergeant Daniel Arias, who will be serving as interim chief for us. As you know, the expectation was I wanted to pick an interim who was not going to be part of the process. So therefore, there would be no allegations that anybody was getting a leg up or that the district was appointing already somebody and not following a process. So I want to thank Sergeant Arias for stepping up. when I met with the police department to let them know that this was a step I was going with, he was well received, unanimously received by his colleagues as someone that they could respect and follow during this time. So, Sergeant Arias, thank you for stepping up. And I learned something new today. I didn't know that Sergeant Arias could sing. Yeah, he's the next Pepe Aguilar. And yeah, I saw a video of him singing some Mexican rancheros. So he's going to wish he never showed me that, because now, you know, you're going to be called to be a part of that. But anyway, thank you for your time, sir. Appreciate you. Thank you very much. And that's all I have tonight. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for that great update. 12.0 summary of board members' requests. 12.1 review of requests. Are there any?
Good evening. Yes, there are two. The first one is from Mr. Tillman. He requested that the district look into the public comment regarding sub-custodians being reimbursed for mileage and not receiving credit for years served when applying for a permanent position. The second request is from Mrs. Alexander. She requested clarification on which schools are included on the drinking fountain replacement list, along with an update on the status of plumbing and any other related modifications. And that is it. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Sure.
Thank you.
Second.
Did you catch that? Awesome. All righty. Good night, everyone. Good night, Dr. Wyatt.